I really wanted to go over the top things that I do to stay consistent. There is one thing that I have been doing for 5-ish years now. This is the fit right now. I've been really loving doing this video. I really hope that these tips helped you guys.
It's game time and I'm up one. Name something I ain't done. Name a body that's my type. Air Jordan, I take flight. I'm next level, I'm franchise.
You are winner, Julia Renee.
One thing that I have been doing for the past couple years is committing to not checking my phone right when I wake up. The first time I check my phone is once I've done my morning routine and I'm at the gym for fasted cardio. Most Americans check their phone as soon as they open their eyes in the morning, and trust me, I used to do the same thing, but I began to notice that I was wasting so much time watching what everyone else was doing on social media instead of doing what I needed to do to get closer to my goal. Good morning, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Prep Diary series. I'm Julia Renee, and I have BB Wellness Pro. Make sure you're subscribed so that you never miss a video. We're getting closer to our show day, and today I really wanted to go over the top things that I do to stay consistent and to keep discipline. So these are things that I do every day that I started realizing that I do that are a little bit normal and sometimes not normal. There are things that I have created in my life to keep me really focused on my goals. I always like to say, like, I keep little boundaries around myself so that I stay focused, and I want to teach them to you. I'm currently in the process of moving right now. Yes, Zach and I did get the house that we want, and we're moving in a couple days. So, okay, the first one is super simple and small. So, every single night, I make sure that I set out my cardio clothes because I have to wake up and do fasted cardio in the morning. That's just a non-negotiable. So I make sure that I set out my shoes, my socks, my leggings, my shirt, and my hoodie, so that when I wake up in the morning really early and I'm all groggy and I'm like, oh, like I don't want to do this, and I start negotiating with myself, I make it so simple for me to just grab my cardio clothes, put it on, and come downstairs. The second thing that I do at night is I make sure that I fill this water all the way to the top, and I set it right here on my desk so that when I come down here, because this is the first thing that I do in the morning, I can start drinking water early. I know a lot of my clients struggle to get water in throughout the day. They struggle to get at least a gallon in because they don't start drinking water as soon as they wake up. Another non-negotiable for me every single morning is journaling a page about how I'm feeling today. You know, how my prep is going, things that are happening in my life. By doing this, it has allowed me to navigate emotions, especially during prep and when things are getting really hard in life, because it's inevitable that it's going to happen. And most of the time, I can literally see when, like, I'm being a little crazy and I'm being, like, really mean to myself. I can visually see it on paper and work through it. And then the second portion of that is I write down my goals as if they have already happened. So I want to explain to you why I do this and how I do this. I literally want to show you guys that I'm not kidding. This is like I just moved to a new journal because I go through them so fast because I do this every day. So I want to just show you I'm not kidding. 1 page of journaling, these are my goals. Next day, 1 page of journaling, goals. 1 page of journaling, goals. Every day I'm writing down the same ones. So the reason that I do this, I already explained the journaling. So normally when people are writing goals down, they do something very vague like this. I want to lose weight. That's very vague. How much weight do you want to lose? By what time frame do you want to lose the weight? And you're also saying the word want instead of have. So something that I have switched doing is getting more specific on the goals that I have. So if your goal is, I want to lose weight, let's figure out how much weight you want to lose and by what time frame. And how can we write it in a way that insists that it has already happened It is just a matter of time. This goal is already yours. It's in the universe. It's on its way to you. We just need to put in the work. This would be more specific. So we're gonna cross this one out. Nope. I've lost 20 pounds by December. Now we know how much weight we want to lose. We've said it's already happened. I've done it by December. This helps me stay super connected to my why at the very beginning of the day. So now at the start of my day, before anything has happened, before I've checked my phone, before I've talked to anybody, before I have let the world get a hold of me, my goal and my why is the first thing that I'm thinking about. And it helps me go throughout my day and stay in integrity with my why. So I encourage you guys to do this. 2 other things that you can do. I always like to place my biggest goal that I have right on my computer, because this is the place that I'm at the most when I'm doing my work, and I get to see it every day. And then look, right next to my desk is my vision board. So when I'm working, I see it every single day, and it has Know Your Power on it. It has goals, it has the Olympia, and we have goals for social media, things that I live by. I also have printed out quotes that you guys have said to me, like comments from YouTube and DMs from Instagram, and I read these whenever I feel a little bit down, or I'm feeling like, why am I doing this? This is so hard. I look at these things, and I have the butterfly everywhere on here too, because it's the symbol of transformation and the symbol for the Know Your Power brand. Okay guys, so another little tricky thing that I do is I actually set out my supplements, my greens and the supplements that I need to take every morning right next to, I set them out at night and I put them right next to where I make breakfast, because I know that after I make breakfast, that's when I need to take these supplements. And I always eat breakfast, so then it eliminates me forgetting about them, because trust me, I'll forget. Cheers. Clink. Hello. We are having our pre-workout meal. It's been a few hours. I've been doing some work, planning the podcast, planning some YouTube videos and stuff, and also getting everything situated for the move. My place is just trashed right now, and I'm eating off of a paper plate. So don't judge me, because all of my dishes are packed. Literally packing the kitchen was the hardest thing. I look forward to this meal so much. It's so delish. Okay. Another thing that I do, I didn't always do this, but since I work from home, and since I have sometimes an hour of cardio in the morning, an hour of training in the afternoon, and then 30 minutes of cardio after that, and then posing after that as well, it is very important that, and I own my own business, and I have coaching clients, and all of these things, it is very important for me to schedule out my workouts. So whether you work from home, or you have a more traditional 9 to 5, or if you're a mom who's at home and you need to find time to work out, having it on your schedule is super, super important. So I schedule out my morning routine, my workouts, and my cardio so that nothing gets booked over those times. Granted, I know this isn't always realistic, and sometimes things are gonna happen and you're gonna need to move them around, but we always prioritize work, going to work, scheduling appointments that we need to go to, and we don't prioritize scheduling the things that are going to be good for our mental health. Isn't that crazy? So this is something that I started doing, and I also schedule the days where I'm gonna be meal planning. I am going to be prepping my meals. I'm gonna go grocery shopping. Right now, of course, like, there's not much prepping that I need to do for my food because it's like the same thing every day. So one thing that I know is that, okay, on Fridays, I'm gonna make sure that I create a list of the things that I need for the grocery store, so that when I go shopping on the grocery store Saturday, then I have my list, I just follow my list, and that's what I do. Now, whenever I did work at a salon and I was either 9 to 5 or I was 12 to 8, my schedule looked a little bit different. So when I was 9 to 5, I would schedule my workouts for being right after work. So I would grab my gym bag and I would go to the gym right after work. And now when I was 12 to 8, then I was like, okay, I am not going to the gym after 8 p.m. I would get my workout done in the morning, and then I would go to work from 12 to 8. And whenever I would need to prep my meals so that I can bring them all with me to the salon on Sundays, because I worked on Saturdays too. I'd work all day Saturday. So on Sundays in the morning, I would go early to go grocery shopping, and I'd spend a portion of the day prepping my meals. Okay, so just for example, I have my morning routine scheduled out. I have when I'm doing my cardio and abs scheduled out. And then when I'm training, and on Tuesdays, I train with my trainer, Dread, at the gym. So I make sure that I have those times booked off so that nothing gets booked in between my time. Okay, guys. Another thing that I make sure to do is have my gym bag packed and ready to just grab. Now, whenever I worked my 9 to 5 and I would go to the salon, I would pack this even more with like my work clothes that I can change into, like my makeup bag, because I would just like shower at the gym and then go straight to my job at the salon. So what I do now for working at home is that I make sure that my bag has everything that I need in it that I might need for training. So I always have an extra clip, and I love this bag. This is a Calpac, by the way, and I get asked about this a lot, and it's amazing. It says Body Armor here because Body Armor, I'm on their PR list, so they sent me this. So I put this right here. I'll always make sure that I have an extra one, and make sure that my headphones are already in it so that it's still quicker for me to just grab it and go to the gym. I have my posing heels in here so that I remember, girl, you need to practice your posing. And I have this little bag in here. This is my like go bag, like my mini version. So I have hand sanitizer, tampons, makeup remover, extra hair ties, and stuff like that just in case. And then training wise, I already have all of this stuff packed in here. This is my set of glute bands. I also have my wrist wraps in here. And then most importantly, my kickback bands, my kickback straps, ankle straps. So then whenever it's time for me to go to the gym, all I have to do is mix up my pre-workout, stick it in the side, and go. Now, when I worked my 9 to 5, I would even do that extra step of making sure that my pre-workout and everything was already ready to go in the morning, and I would just keep it in the fridge so that I can grab it out of the fridge and put it in my bag. Any way that we can eliminate like those extra steps and you negotiating with yourself and being like, oh, well, I didn't pack my breakfast, so I might as well just stop at Starbucks or, something like that. Plan in the present for your future self. Okay, guys, so we're at the gym, and there is one thing that I have been doing for, I would say, like 5-ish years now. Whenever I don't feel like doing something that I know is aligned with my goals, like eating my prepped meal that I've already made, or getting out of the car and going and hitting my gym session when I'm not really motivated, or staying like on the Stairmaster even though I really want to get off before the time. is up. Anytime that I do any of those things, I use the 5-second rule. So I learned this from Mel Robbins. If you guys don't know who Mel Robbins is, she's like one of the most badass, like personal development women. And I love her so much. She has a great podcast, great book. But she does this thing called the 5-second rule. And she created it whenever she was at one of the lowest points in her life. And she simply needed to wake up to her alarm so she can get her kids, to school, and she kept like snoozing her alarm, and her kids would miss a bus and all of that stuff. So one night she's watching TV with her husband, and she sees like NASA on the TV, and she sees like a liftoff of a rocket, and she goes, what if I did that? What if I just shot out of my bed like a rocket when my alarm goes off? So she did it. She was in bed and her alarm goes off the next morning, and she just says 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then she just shoots out of bed. And I love this because it's so simple, and I love a little good hack. But obviously you count down from 5, and when you hit 1, like, it's go time. So there's times where you guys have seen me do it, where I'm in this car and the next step of my day is I need to go and train, and maybe I'm tired or I'm not motivated or I'm not hungry. We all experience that. And I will sit in here and I will do that. When you start to just kind of like scroll on your phone, or you start to, you're like, well, if I just wait 10 more minutes, like you start like negotiating with yourself. So whenever you start negotiating with yourself, that should be your little like bleep, little alarm that goes off, and you just say, okay, that's the thing that I need to do. If I'm negotiating, that means that I need to do it. It might be hard, but thinking about it and negotiating and like ruminating on it takes so much more time than if you were to just like do the thing. Like, you would have probably already been done already. You know what I mean? So when I'm in the car, I will do that. And if I don't feel like going into the gym, I will literally just say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm out of the car, because you beat your brain. Our brain will talk us out of anything if we let it. So I encourage you guys to use that anytime that you're feeling that way. I don't know about you, but when it's time for me to go to the gym, that's my me time. So one of the things that I love to do is lock to fuck in. Put my phone on do not disturb. I know that might not be realistic for some people, but if you're able to, it really helps so much. One thing I used to do was in between sets, like, I would be on my phone, and then I realized, oh crap, my rest time is way overdue. And I was getting distracted, losing focus, and losing precious time that I could be putting into my workout and my goals. Okay guys, so I just got in the car from the gym, and my sister sent me a video that she edited with my dad's voice from the video when I went to the Buff Chick event. And at the beginning of that video, I was having a phone call with my dad, and my sister made this edit, and I just want you guys to hear it. I hope that you can hear it okay.
If you listen to all the noise, you'll never be able to hear yourself clear enough to do what you need to do. You gotta cut off the noise, focus, because this is your life and nobody else's. You don't want to be regretting it at the end because you listen to some people that don't know anything about your desires and your dreams.
I'm trying not to cry. It's just so cute. It's just really cool to have a mom and a dad and a sister that support me so much. It's really cool because I've had people that don't support me, for sure. And I know what that feels like, and I know if you're watching this and you don't have people around you that are supporting your dreams, like whatever it is. It doesn't have to be bodybuilding. You know, it could be a job that you're going after. It could be a, you know, habit that you're trying to change. Anything. And sometimes there's going to be people that bring you down. So it is crazy what some support can do for your success. So it's just, I listened to it like 5 times. It's just really cool. And I want to share with y'all. This is the fit right now. This is the representation of how I feel. Got my slippies on, my hoodie, my basketball shorts. My place is a mess. Okay, honestly, I want to keep my hoodie on while I do my skincare because I'm getting so cold, guys. That's like the weird, you guys know I'm hot all the time and I'm a sweaty gal. But that's one thing about getting leaner and getting your body fat low is that you start to get cold. You're just cold all the time. But it's not realistic for me to do my skincare. This is how my hair looks with that hoodie on. So I've been really loving doing this video because like these are things that I just do on the day-to-day basis, and I never really realized that I do them because like when you practice doing certain like disciplines and routines, and eventually like it becomes easy and it just becomes who you are. So even if you adopt just one of these things, you know, and then start adding on from there, it's gonna make such a huge difference in the discipline that you develop, staying on track with your goals and being consistent instead of just, you know, being great for a little bit and then falling off track. Talking about this with my one-on-one coaching clients, my Know Your Power girlies. Also, guys, we have so many girls that have already entered the 6-week shred challenge. So by the time you guys are seeing this, it's almost going to be closing. So this is the only time that we have this available for the rest of the year. So the link is going to be in the description. If you have been struggling with being consistent and you just keep like falling off track, like that's one of the big things that we focus on in this program is building those habits, getting in the routine of doing it, and also having the support and the tools that you need to be successful and have it actually make sense with your lifestyle. Because at the end of the day, if it doesn't, we're not gonna do it, and then we're gonna feel like a failure, even though you're not. Literally, like, my favorite part of the day. I say that about a lot of things. I really love, like, all of my days and, like, how they're going, and I'm feeling just very, like, positive about everything. And even though, like, of course, like, I'm tired, I'm fatigued, like, my back is hurting, update on my back, it's feeling a little better. Like, it was really bad. Like, it was constant all day. It was hurting. And I've had a little bit of relief from it, and I'm still doing some like recovery stuff to help manage the pain and relieve some of that pressure that I'm having. But I'm enjoying every little part of this journey, even if it sucks sometimes. But this is the suck I choose. That sounded weird. Choose your suck. I really hope that these tips helped you guys and that you can start implementing them. I look like a crazy person right now. I'm literally going crazy. I'm sitting here, it's like 8 p.m. talking to my friends on YouTube alone while Vision stares at me like, what am I gonna do? I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below what your favorite tip was and which one you're going to implement right now so that we can encourage each other in the comments and hold each other accountable, because we all need it. I need it. Y'all need it. We're here for each other. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for being so supportive during this journey. and everything. I'm so excited for these next couple of weeks because things are getting crazy. We have some really awesome videos coming your way. So I love you all so much. You're more powerful than you think.